in charge of you, or is it just Briatore himself?
I will just stand in at this point and explain to you that we are unfortunately restricted in what Heikki is able to respond to with regards to the FIA investigation and the outcome of that investigation.
The most important thing now is that the case has been cleared and FIA has done the decision, and now we need to move on and get back to racing. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to race. I'm here to win a race this Sunday, and that's what I'm fully focused, and that's what everybody else should be also fully focused. I'll just say regarding my management, just so that we don't have to answer this question again. I haven't been able to talk to them yet, so that's why I really don't want to say any further comments, because I need to talk to them and see what is the situation. Just what I've seen from the press, some statements. It obviously looks serious, but I need to talk to my management first before I can make any further comment.
Can I hear from you, like, what Fabio is like as a person?
The question is, what is Fabio really like as a person?
Well, I mean, I only know him from through my management, and like I said, I don't really want to go any more further questions about Renault or about Flavio. Thank you.
The question was, how do you rate your season so far?
Well, I think it's been for the whole team, to be honest, it's been a season that is regarded as disappointing, because in the board of McLaren, Mercedes and myself, we always race for winning. We want to win races, we want to win championships, and this year we've not been able to do the second one. So, of course, in that sense, it's a disappointment. But then if you look at the process that the team has done throughout the year, I think it's been fantastic. And we are now in a position where we can, every weekend, be very competitive. Some weekends we can target a victory, very realistically, and some other weekends we can target a good points finish, and we have a car that is all round quite competitive. So I think in that sense it has been a fantastic season, and it will set us very well for next season. So it's mixed emotions about this season. And about my season, I feel I'm driving much better than last year, although the results are not better. I have retired quite a few races this year, but the races that I've done, I feel that I've done a very good job, and I have had just some misfortunes in the last few races that have prevented me from winning a race. I've been in a position in Valencia and in Monza to win a Grand Prix, which is encouraging me. So we just need to put the whole weekend together, and I think we can achieve a good result.
Hi, I'm Sarah Kay from Straight Times Radio TV. I would like to ask you, what can we look forward to in the next season's car, and what would personally be your dream for the next season's car?
Well, I think next season's car will definitely be better than what the team has this year, and that's already encouraging, because at the moment I think our car is quite competitive, and we know that next year's car will be much better. All the problems that we have had this year, the team has been able to identify and has been able to cure for next year's car 100%. So I think it will be a very competitive package from the McLaren, and the target next year is to win a world championship, no less than that.
Despite what has happened in Formula 1 this year with all the scandals and all the issues and all that, do you actually believe that Formula 1 will continue to survive and actually be stronger than ever, despite what has happened?
Absolutely. I think Formula 1 will be stronger and will become more and more competitive. We've already seen this year that the regulation changes that have been made for this year have made the grid closer. The qualifying are incredibly close. The races are unbelievably close. If you make one mistake, 5 cars will pass you straight away. And in qualifying, 2 tenths can be a difference between being 5th and being 15th. So I think Formula 1 will survive. And I think every business this year, because of the difficult times in the financial world, it has affected also Formula 1. But I think the action has been taken with various people, and I think the championship will become stronger and better for the public. That's the most important thing. We want to give better races for the people. We want to see more fighting, and I think we are already heading towards that direction. So I don't see any reason why Formula 1 would be in trouble. I think it's recovering.
A lot of sports sponsorships are actually dropping. So how tough is it to maintain? And given McLaren's performance this year, is it hard to want to continue supporting them? And would you still want Formula support next season?
I think first of all, we are very, very fortunate to have ExxonMobil and Mobil 1 sponsoring our car. I think you've seen a lot of talk recently about the engines and about the engine power. And one thing that has been very fortunate for us is that we have a company that is supplying lubricants to our engine, and it's constantly improving our performance in the engine. I think this has been very fortunate for McLaren, and it's been a long partnership. And I certainly hope that we carry on doing these kind of improvements for a long, long time. And this is giving an advantage us over the competition for this year and hopefully for the next few years as well.
I think during these economic times, the prudent thing to do was looking at sponsorship and how you invest your money was the right thing to do. We always step back and look at why we continue to invest even in down markets, especially in something like motorsports. And really, when you look at Formula 1 for us, it's not just about sponsorship, but about product and technology development. And that's an ongoing part of our commitment. So ways like Mobil 1, fuels development as well as part of Formula 1 and other products. So again, it's not just about sponsorship, it is about product development and technology. And we'll continue to Formula 1 creates that opportunity.
Is the McLaren team now that the principal Ron Dennis is no longer around? What has changed?
From what I can see, not very much has changed. Already in the previous few years, I think Martin Whitmarsh has been running the day-to-day work in the company, and obviously Ron has been just supervising and looking after, but Martin has been the one who's been running it for a long, long time already. And I think it was quite natural at some point the team principal title will move from Ron to Martin, because Martin has been with the company for a long time. And in fact, I haven't seen a big change, any big dramatic change in the whole company. So McLaren is still a winning company, and Ron and Martin are both desperate to win races, desperate to win championship, desperate to be the best in the Formula 1 on the grid, and this hasn't changed anything. So we are only targeting victories and constantly improving our performance, and we're never happy until we win all the races and all the championships.
Are you expecting that you can get pole position this weekend and play a role in the final stages of the World Championship?
I think for me personally, I don't care who wins the World Championship if it's not me, and I will definitely try to be involved in that fight. And my only target this weekend is to be in pole position and fight with everybody who else is around, like every weekend. And at the moment there are still, I think, 5 guys still fighting for the championship. The pressure is on them. They need to play the game, they need to score the points, and for us the only target is to win races, both myself and Lewis, and fight with everybody regardless where the championship is. And if we're gonna be deciding the championship, then fantastic, but it's not going to be us this year. Our target is just to do the maximum points for the team.